decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Los Angeles Chargers. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Now room for Eckler. Room here to run. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Jones. Complete to the former Charger, Hunter Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defense gets up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 2nd down, it's Bishop. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bishop. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Throwing Jones. They'll roll him out right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to set, as you've...
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this will be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, it's Bishop. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man here, the tight end, Henry. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Open man is Miller. He's got a touchdown, Chargers. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run on first down. Bishop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there for New England.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down now, it's Bishop. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about it picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I need your help on this one. We just saw an extra point blocked. Do you think the rain had anything to do with it getting blocked?
Yeah, everything goes a little bit slower, but I'll tell you what, the snap and the hold, they look good.
Yeah, and most of the time, I love when you bring that up about it getting slower. It's deliberate when it gets slower, right? Because you have to go through it a little bit more. You want to be just a little bit more careful catching the ball, putting it down, and giving him a chance to kick it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann? It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays, Terry Bradshaw.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. Here's Ty Long now to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Switch up.
On 2nd down, it's Bishop, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 2nd and 12, Jones, he finds his man, complete. That's Bishop, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the 41, Jones. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Throwing after the interception, Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Man open is Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Bishop. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On 1st down, Bishop. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it to Henry.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On 2nd and a couple. Jones. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Robinson's got it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On the give, this is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for L.A.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Donald Parham, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Here's Jones on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw again, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Jones now on 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll look to throw again. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Jones throwing on first down. Flush to his right. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jerry Tillery able to get him for a loss of about 3. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This one caught by Crowder. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a second down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mac Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
6-man.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.